So the reason for bringing this horse out is to, obviously, you know, what I was explaining earlier about having no bitting, etc. But the other thing while we're here, which is nice, when we can get his attention, I don't want to holler and shout at him. I do raise my voice to horses, that's what that'll do. Hey, that'll do. Stand still. But I want to be able to do this, you see, and this is what's making it magical. Come back. Come back. See, no rain, look. Can you see? He's got no bit in his mouth. Can you see who's back? He's the one that's back in the breeching. Can you see? Right. Walk up. Whoa. And again. Come back. Come back. Come back. Can you see? Look. Come back. 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 That's nice. So no bit at all in his mouth. Just, you know, just on his head collar. But I'm not even touching the reins, and the horse is coming back. Now you say to me, well, he's coming back because the other one is. That's not the case. If he was coming back because the other one was, that bar would alter. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like what you would see this horse come back, that bar going across the front, right? That spreader bar would be come back on the side of the bay horse. The near side of the bar would come back as it's going the other way. The offside's coming back now. You can see it's a different angle, yeah? But this pony's coming back and is not being influenced by anything else, i.e. he's not being pulled back. If he was being pulled back, the bar would be the other way around, yeah? Do you see what I mean? If I, you know, my bay horse come back, like George, come back, George. George, come back a bit, come back. George, look, come over there. That's it. Come over, that's it. So you see there, look, right, it's dead straight, yeah? If that can stay dead straight, well, I asked them to come back without actually pulling on the reins, yeah? So I'll just use 2 fingers, yeah? George, back, little one, come back. Can you see little one coming back first, look? And pulling the pole towards him. Yeah, so there, can you see there? The next move, he will be pulling George back. Look at the traces. The traces are the same length. One is hanging right down low, yeah? And he would be pulling George back. He wouldn't be pulling George back because I just told George to come back. You know, speak to George and say, come back, Georgie. And that would happen, you know what I mean? Because he's schoolmaster and he should be able to do it. So that in itself is a lovely thing. But while you're doing it, you just will... We want to stand here for a minute because we're teaching him to stand, but you can put that other lesson in, that other little reminder. And when your horse is all broke and you've been driving for a year or so, do it. Instead of saying to me, you know, when people come, they say, oh, he's a lovely horse, he's everything, I just wants polishing in traffic. And I'll say to him, tell me about him when you take him out. Oh, so when you take him out, he likes to get on for the first couple of miles. Well, that ain't no good, is it? That's nonsense talking like that. He should walk out the yard, trot out the yard, do anything you asked him to do. Not tell him, smack him or whack him, just what you asked him to do. Well, that proves it there. If I ask this pony to come back, he comes back. Right, hey, pay attention. Come back, come back, come back, come back, come back. You see the slack rein, look. Walk on, walk on. He's learned a lot, this little chestnut pony, but his problem is traffic, yeah? You say to me now, well, he's going up there fine, yeah, but he's not really. He is going up there fine, but if it was bigger, a big truck, a bit of carrying something wrapped in polythene that's flapping about and making a noise, them sort of things, they stress him, you know, and he gets worse as he sees the next one. So there's 3 lessons going on here. We've chose this bit of road. We could have used a quiet lane with no traffic on it at all, just to find out whether he can go and he don't shake his head or rub his mouth, as we spoke about earlier, yeah? But no, we come here because we know there'll be some traffic on it. You know, we know there'll be some traffic running up and down this road, because there always is, and you get the odd lorry like this one coming past. But look at the recovery rate. Can you see that? That is the beautiful thing. That wouldn't have happened. That's a vast, vast improvement. right? And also, it's the other thing I'm telling you, and I'll keep saying the same thing. Most people would have a big metal bit in his mouth and a curb chain and then hang on to him like that and pull him. I'm not, am I? I'm not doing that, right? Jules just goes along. Jules don't speed up or do anything. He just goes along, plods along in the same old way that he wanted to, right? And this little fella's coming so much better. Every stride we take, he's now listening. But he never would have listened. He never would have really listened until his teeth were done, you know. I mean, obviously he learnt a bit, but he'll learn more in these couple of hours with no bit in his mouth. I mean, obviously we put a bit back in, one of our rubber bits back in, yeah. Because your steering is not limited exactly, but you've got to know what you're doing with one with a bit, one without any bit at all. One with a rubber, one without any bit at all. You've got to have a little bit of experience to, I don't mean that in a conceited way, but you've got to have that, you know. You see my George now, look. My George picked this up and take it forward. You can see the pole at the front, yeah? Bent forward with my George, because she's saying we get this up this hill, Dad. You know, I'll get it up there for you. And little and ain't got to worry about it. Because what we don't want to do, we don't want to have... We don't want to have... That was very, very good there. I've often said to you on these films, I'm trying to talk to you and explain to you what I'm doing, but my job and what I'm being paid to do is to teach these horses, or this horse, right? So that comes first. So because I'm concentrating, I've got to stop and pay attention to what I'm doing. But them two motorbikes were superb. I mean, the motorbikes themselves, the people riding them were superb, but also it was superb from the point of view that the pony took no notice at all. A week, 10 days ago, that would have been trying to push George off the road, you know, was frightened. But now he's taking it all in her stride, in his stride. I'm not worried whether the pony does, you know, an equal amount of work yet. That's nothing, I can do that, that's easy. That's simple. It's just a matter of getting George to be nice and calm, be there like that. Let this one, you know, feel the job, be able to see everything that's going on, be close to the traffic as opposed to the other side. So we're just going to walk home now. So that's a lovely bit of training in a short space of time, and we'll repeat that tomorrow, and then in a week's time or whatever we'll go over it exactly the same, just to make sure it's there and the horse has got it 1000%. Okay.